What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of the Garage Gang podcast, where we bring you nothing but the utmost podcast gold straight in your face, through your ears, and into your guys' hearts.
Goddamn right.
Today, we got an old-fashioned three-banger. Maybe I should introduce us first. This guy, Mr. Aaron Gutierrez. I'm Ken Knutson. Joe Medeiros. Aforementioned old-fashioned three-banger, where we're just going to talk about what's been going on in our lives, a little bit of sports, and just some current events. Kind of just have some fun, you know?
Dude, it's been...
we're all about that fun.
It's been such a long time. So the last episode we recorded was actually almost a month ago. We've all kind of been busy going on vacations and moving into new houses and doing all this crazy stuff. So
it was a nice little break.
Yes.
You know? And I figure this perfect time, since we don't have an interview lined up today, to just catch up on our lives.
Start ramping things back up here too.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
We were just talking before we got on the video, the air, the recording, the pod. That whatever
That
you
was
wanna,
so extra.
Jesus.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, hey, I'm just happy to be back on.
I know, me too,
So,
for sure.
Yeah, we're just talking about some things we have lined up in the near future, and
Did you see all the notes I took off of Joe's thing?
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought of it, but I'm just gonna go off the cuff. on
There you
that.
go.
But
Yeah, so we've all been kind of busy. You know, as I said, we went on vacation. So Aaron and I actually went to Las Vegas, not together, but separately, but at the same
you met up.
time.
So I went to Vegas
So-
for my 30th. Me and my wife went, and we had a fucking blast. And the first night we were there, me, Kayla, and Joe all went to Dick's Last Resort.
That was
It's like
awesome.
this restaurant where the waiters and shit can be assholes to you. It was probably one of my favorite restaurants I've ever been to. It was so cool. Kayla got to wear this hat. So it's like a dunce cap, and they put it on her, and it said, if dicks were airplanes, my mouth would be an airport. And it was fucking hilarious. And there
It
was
was
people around there
great.
just wearing
So you-
these stupid hats.
So you just go to Dick's Last Resort, you know, obviously for dinner, but the theme is they talk shit to you.
I went for
Yeah.
the atmosphere. The dinner was actually really good. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Dinner was good.
Yeah.
But I went to get shit talked to me because I was shit faced, and so
Oh, yeah.
it was like dudes just sit there and giving it to us, and I was like, this is great. I wish I could do this.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Basically, the other day you said you guys basically made this a food trip, right?
That was it. The whole trip, we revolved the whole trip around food. We didn't do the nightclub. I think with that one night we went to Coyote Ugly, and that was like the most nightclubbing we did, and we just kind of did a little dancing. But we went to a couple other places and just kind of danced, me and her. The best thing is that it was just me and her, and so
That's awesome.
it was like, you know, when you go to Vegas with groups, it's like you kind of got to do what everyone else kind of wants, and you don't really get to go see all the things you want. This trip, it was like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I want to go check that out. I want to go check that out. And we're like, all right, cool. And we just did it.
Important thing, no kids, right?
No kids.
Yeah,
No kids.
That's
yeah.
a big
Yeah.
thing.
So yeah, I was drunk and high like the entire time, and it was fucking awesome. I had so much fun. We stayed at
High
the
on
Luxor.
pot news.
High Hypotenuse.
Yeah, that first night when I met him up, they go, "You want a shot of tequila or a shot of vodka?" Right when I walked in the door, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's go tequila."
Or like
That tequila was actually very good.
Dude, so that's what I got. So
Man, you guys
I
are
don't-
wild.
I don't know if we've had anything since my 30th birthday party, have we?
No,
I don't know.
that's another.
But
big
yeah,
sin.
I had a fucking rager. Caleb planned a rager for me for my 30th, and yeah, so I got like a bottle of tequila on my 30th from my aunt, and it's like El Gritona or La Gritona, I don't know, something like that. And I don't like tequila, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It was smooth.
So we had his. I mean, that was a total rager. It was like a high school reunion. It was on July 3rd. His birthday was on the 15th. So it was hard to keep the secret because me and Kayla knew about it for like
said she started-
damn near a month or so.
No, she said she started planning it in like April.
Yeah. So
So, yeah.
I was the day of the thing. I called him in the morning and I was like, he was telling me what he was doing the day, and I was like, "Well, I'll see you later, sometime this week."
Yeah.
It was just so hard to do.
Didn't want to be the one to give it away.
Yeah.
I mean, people who usually don't go out to the festivities were there. People we haven't seen in forever.
No,
Aaron was,
it was awesome.
for the most part, surprised. Probably more surprised on the, like how big it was.
Kayla kind of ruined it. We were in Oregon the week before, and she opened up her phone when I was sitting right next to her, and like she opened it up like not like hiding it. She opened it up like right in front of me. You know what I mean? I just like glanced down and I see Aaron's 30th surprise party. I'm like, fuck. But I didn't see any dates or nothing, and I had no idea that she was gonna have a taco truck and a DJ and
Oh
all
yeah,
those-
that taco truck was
all
good.
those awesome people,
and
we
that
had,
DJ
you know
was
what I mean?
awesome too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was overall success. What else? I mean, shit. That was July 3rd. We're now
Yeah.
we're now in August.
Let's
man.
talk about the big news that just happened with you, Kenny.
Oh yeah, dude, let's talk about it. Moved into a new house in Rio Grande. It was just been busy getting that all set up. Got a couple lame roommates. I mean, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so right down the street from the village, little 5-minute walk, and it's been good.
Yeah, it's a sweet
It's
spot.
cool.
Yeah, it's a nice spot. We're gonna have our draft there.
Yeah.
our fantasy football draft.
Kenny, hey, I gotta ask you though, do you have the Joe displayed? You have to have the Joe.
It
has to be displayed.
Yeah, I do.
That's a part
I do.
of the rule.
I do. No, cool.
gotta have
I
it displayed.
love that. I mean, the Joe is a better trophy than the fucking winning one. It looks better, so I
No.
like it. I like it.
The only reason you don't think
Joe's gonna get it back. This
Negative.
He's
The
gonna
only
get it
reason you
back.
don't think the winning one looks good is because you've never had it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. True. Came close,
Yeah.
but close was only good in horseshoes and hand grenades. So
Yeah.
hopefully this year. As long as Aaron don't win, that's cool. It's success.
That's the way everyone feels. I love it. I
But
love it.
yeah, I can't wait for fantasy football this year.
Yeah, it should be good. But
Yeah,
yeah, we went to Vegas. Originally was not gonna go, and then got talked into it by my cousin. And we had a good time. My second time ever in Vegas. First time actually staying on the Strip, and
So-
it was a lot of fun.
I know Mel was in Texas, but
Yes.
did you drive there yourself?
So
And then
Mel
you-
came back from Texas, was home for 3 days. Then we drove to Tulare, then flew out of Fresno,
Yeah.
then Fresno to Vegas. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We golfed on Saturday morning, and I didn't break any golf clubs.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I would have been
Because you
screwed,
weren't using
'cause
Kenny's clubs.
I rented some golf clubs, so I was kind of nervous. They were really nice
It was
Callaways.
actual golf or like top golf?
No, it was actual golf. I went and did Top Golf when we got there, but it was
that's
actual
fun.
golf.
How fun
He had to
is Top
practice.
Golf? How fun is top golf?
It was cool. We were on the 3rd level, so
I've never done
balls
that.
were just flying.
I need to go to Vegas.
Well, I got to ask though, how did you do in that poker tournament?
Oh yeah.
So I played in a $100 poker tournament buy-in at Caesar's Palace, and I got 32nd out of 45.
Okay.
Not my
stuff.
best work, but I was playing it more like a live game, not like a actual poker tournament. I wasn't as aggressive to start.
Yeah.
So lesson learned, next time I go, I'm going to be really aggressive when I get some decent cards and see what happens.
Well, near those kind of tournaments, I mean, it's different playing with your homies and then playing with, like people at the casino, sharks. at a
poker sharks.
casino.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, especially in a tournament, it's more of a marathon
Right.
than a sprint. So you kind of got to, if you don't got the cards,
No, I know.
fold it,
It's-
right? There
yeah.
should be 2-3 people, in the final.
I'm not even gonna lie though. This last time in Vegas, the only time I gambled was when me and Kayla were waiting for a comedy show, and I put $20 into the, like the tabletop machines that you can use. I was sitting at the bar waiting for a comedy club to open up, and so I put $20 in, and I kind of played probably like 10 hands, just kept it right at 20. And then Kayla has never played in her life, jumped on, and I mean, she doubled our money. She won probably 10 hands in a row. Has never played 21 in her life, blackjack in her life, and she just fucking was killing it, dude. It was
Damn.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, next time I go, I think I'm going to take 500 a day instead of 300, just purely for the fact that I like to gamble.
Yeah.
So,
That's a lot of money to gamble. Shit.
I'm not a big gambler.
you know,
dude.
I would just rather have the extra money. And, dude, water is expensive over there.
You
Dude,
bring your own, dog.
$6. Well, we flew, so can't bring
I
a
know
lot.
there's a CVS like at every corner in the strip, right?
Nah, that water's probably overpriced too.
Yeah, but it's not $5
It's
a
like
bottle.
$6.99 for a little freaking bottle.
Are you
like
talking
that
about
big.
bottles like in the casino?
Yeah.
Like they don't have. So wow, yeah, I bet everything's expensive. in the
Everything's
casino,
over there.
man. Yeah,
Definitely.
vending machines and everything.
So we also did kind of like a team bonding thing last week at the Mid-State Fair, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we did. That was
Our
sick.
friends Joe and Martina, shout out to you
Oh
guys.
yeah, friends of the pod.
That's
We're in Paso at the Mid-State Fair, and they played a 3-hour set, no breaks, no nothing. First concert back, and that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
their songs, their original songs they sang, their covers, everything was just incredible.
Yeah, it was bitching. We, me and the girls had such a good time dancing. Right when we got there, Hazel comes up to me. She's like, "Daddy, can we go dancing?" I was like, "Yes, we can." Of course.
Yeah, that was such a great time.
Yeah.
They really rocked it. They sound really good. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and let's talk about how on the Ferris wheel, Kenny was legit scared. Okay,
I hate Ferris.
It was me, Kenny, and my 2 daughters, and we went on the Ferris wheel. And I gotta say, at least this thing sounded like a fucking rain stick, dude. It was like
Yeah,
the
dude.
plastic inside. You could hear just shit
Like there's
falling
screws
down.
coming like in the
Yeah.
holes, dude.
But other than that, Kenny, I could tell like I was talking with the girls, like playing, and I look over at Kenny. He's just like stone faced, kind of like. And I was like, "Dude, you're actually scared, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, I am."
Yeah, dude. Fair rides trip me out, dude.
After seeing that video too.
Yeah,
That
I've
one
seen a lot
really-
of videos over the internet, but all in all,
Yeah.
we didn't die.
We're probably
Really?
over
That's a
100 pounds over to ride the zipper, man.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't
Well,
rode the
eating
zipper
that
since
fair
high
food
school.
didn't help either. I put me 100 pounds over just eating that.
I
My
know.
God, man.
I know.
Yeah,
Had
so
that big
I've
ass
been
pretzel.
on a diet. Been
cool.
doing 75 hard. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's a workout routine created by Andy Frisella. He does the Real AF podcast, but he is also like a business entrepreneur with like vitamins and different gym supplements. So basically, you have to do 2 different 45-minute workouts a day, drink a gallon of water, read 10 pages of a book, no cheat meals or alcohol, and I think that's it.
Is clam chowder on the list?
Yeah, what's clam chowder?
Okay, so here's the
Dude.
deal with that.
That was fun.
I even ate a grilled chicken salad before I left to go to the fair.
Was there ranch on there?
No, it was the Olive Garden dressing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Better.
it's better.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. Okay,
I
I'm
know,
not
dude.
fucking
You're
Popeye.
good.
I'm not gonna
You're
eat
doing
spinach out of
good,
the
man.
can. But so we get to the fair and everybody's like, "Oh, we're hungry," and everybody's getting fucking pretzels and pizza and Chinese food, and I wanted a corn dog in the worst way, and I was already hankering for a beer because I knew we were going to be at a country concert. So I was just kind of like in a bad mood, almost like my dad when he tried to give up chew when I was younger. Like I was just that irritable. And I saw one of the trucks. They had fish tacos. So I told Melanie, I was like, "Hey, fish tacos! I'm gonna go get some." And then the girl goes, "Oh, well, those are only at our restaurant location." So I'm like, "Well, shit. Well, I got to eat something." So I ate a little cup of clam chowder in fucking 90-degree weather. I started sweating.
So here's how I had my pretzel. I was grubbing down, and Joe comes. I was like, "What's in that cup?" He's like, "Oh, clam chowder." I was like, "Huh? You still doing your diet?" And he's like, "Yeah, I wanted fish tacos, but I just kind of decided to get clam chowder instead. It'd be a little more healthy." And I was like, "Joe, clam chowder's not that great for you." It's
And then
I
literally,
mean, I wanted a corn
it's
dog.
pretty fatty.
literally 30
And then-
seconds later, I walk over.
No, so 30 seconds in my head, I was like, "Aaron's gonna be over here soon." This is all in my head. I was like, "Please don't repeat the shit that you just told me right now."
Yeah.
Like in my head, and he did. But Aaron comes over. He's like, "Oh, what's in the cup?" He's like, "Clam chowder." He's like, "Huh." Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, I wanted fish tacos, but I decided to eat better." And Aaron's like, and I was like, "Fuck." And Aaron just let him have it a little bit, and we were like, "Yeah, dude, there's a lot of cream and stuff." And then the one thing that got me is he's like, "Clam chowder's kind of healthy. There's vegetables and clams in there." I was like, "Oh fuck."
oh, dude. No, the best part is that when Joe. And first off, I will say I'm happy for you. I'm really proud. I am proud of you
100%, yeah.
for actually doing this. So,
So-
I'm not trying to just complete shit on
No,
you.
yeah, yeah.
But the first night, Joe tells me that he's gonna start this diet. He starts it off by telling me that he's making chicken with peppers, like a bunch of canned vegetables, and then you top it off with a bunch of Tostitos queso cheese.
Yeah. But
you
that
leave
was
it in
like
the crock
that
pot.
was before I started.
And so he's telling, he's
was-
like, I'm making this dinner. It's gonna be so good. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then I was like, and he starts telling me about this diet. And I'm all, you can't eat like that. And he's all, but I'm cooking it. And I'm like, just because you cook it doesn't mean it's good for you.
No,
Yeah.
but okay. So I've been doing really good. This is my 10th day doing this, and I've lost 4 pounds already.
That's
I've been
good.
working out every single day. just sticking to it. Really, I've eaten a lot.
Beating off does not count as working
I've
out.
eating a lot. If I break a sweat, yeah, it does, dude. So I've been
Just
eating
doing
a
the hot
lot
room.
better.
Yeah.
I've been actually. So last night I barbecued top sirloin that I just got at Vaughn's, a little small one.
bomb.
And so I had steak and eggs for
That's
dinner,
what's up.
and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I told Mel, I was like, "This might be the best thing that I've made," and she's
Yeah.
like, "Really?" I go, "Dude, maybe that, or I'm just that hungry." But
Yeah.
it was awesome.
I've never
sure.
been much of a steak and eggs guy, but in Vegas, I don't know why. I was just craving a steak and eggs.
Oh,
And so we
dude.
went to the Caesar's Palace and we went to like a little breakfast spot in there, and I got a steak and eggs. And
Yeah.
It was fucking delicious.
It is amazing.
And like Aaron said, I'm stoked for you for doing that, and for getting on this diet kick, and I told you, I was like, hey, just a lot of it's mental, man. If you start feeling better about yourself, that's a win and a plus in itself, man. Don't be stepping on the scale every day, and if you don't see any improvements on the scale, don't get discouraged, because it takes consistency, and
Right.
also at this age we're on, it's a mentality.
At
man.
this age, we're all
Yeah.
we're all
Wait.
30.
Yeah. Well, like
Fuck,
you're getting
dude.
up there.
Yeah.
But true. I mean,
Yeah.
just it's a mentality. It's a mental state. You feel better about yourself. Obviously, it's gonna improve your life quality.
Dude, honestly, like I've just gained more confidence in myself. Like doing like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'll go to the gym and I'll do weights 45 minutes, just lift, and then I'll just do cardio. Whether that cardio be on the bike or on the treadmill
That's
or
what's up.
whatever. I just try to mix it up. I don't want to do the same shit every day because that's
Yeah.
how I'm gonna get burnt out.
Cruise
then-
through to the pad too, because we just have a whole rack of
Double Dutch
dumbbells
rudders.
now,
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
bench
yeah.
press, and
Absolutely.
want to go to the gym, cruise through.
Yeah,
We can
Tuesday,
handle some shit.
Thursdays, I do.
Do you have the double Dutch rudder there?
Yeah. In fact, that's the main thing I use.
Yeah.
I break
That's-
sweats.
That's what's yeah, you do.
Yeah. Well, we won't get into it. All right,
but
what's
yeah.
next? What's next on the docket, brother? So that's kind of what we've been doing for the past couple
It's
months
a little
since we've
catch
done,
up.
Yeah.
It's life. How the girls too?
Good.
Good.
Girls are good, man.
Yeah,
They're just being little kids.
they had a
you know?
blast at the fair.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, they've had a pretty fun summer. We went to Oregon
Yeah.
and did the whole Oregon thing, and that was a blast. So.
Oh, that's right. Have we talked since?
I think we did. I think we did talk since Oregon.
Oregon
Little
for
bit.
your little
I'm pretty
sister's
sure.
wedding, for Allie's
yeah, we
wedding.
went to Oregon. That was cool. So they've had a fun summer.
Yeah,
Getting ready. We're gonna take Sawyer school clothes shopping here soon. So that'll be a nice,
it's kind of
pretty
fun when
penny.
there's no lockdown, eh?
Oh fuck, dude! I think we're gonna go back into lockdown here soon.
know.
Honestly,
That's for another day.
I know.
Yeah, we'll get on that at some point. But yeah.
So I want to ask you guys a question, and this is kind of something that I got from another podcast. They do a segment. It's called Ask Me Anything, and so they field questions from their social media, from everybody else, from their listeners. And one of the questions was, who would be your top 3 dream podcast guests? So people to have on the podcast. So I just kind of wanted to see who would be your top 3, and then we'll
all
go
right.
from there.
I'll go first. My number one since we've started this show has been Tim Tebow, and the fact that he's now a Jaguar
Yeah.
is like really ramped it up.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I think Tim Tebow would just be an awesome person to interview and talk to, and just get the. I mean, he's been through so much shit. Talk to him about playing major league or minor league baseball. Talk to him about being a pros and getting fucking X out of the league, shit like that. Like be able to talk to a guy like that.
Talk about his experience at Florida,
Straight up,
and the
dude.
amount of different characters they had on that Florida Gator
God.
team.
Right.
His backup was Cam Newton. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so the number 2 is my favorite football player of all time, Maurice Jones-Drew. UCLA guy. Then he went to the Jaguars, and I think he's either our all-time leading rusher or he's number 2 behind Fred Taylor. But the dude's was an absolute stud. He's just been my boy for forever. That's been my favorite player.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have him on. He's also a talking head now on NFL Network, and so I think that'd be cool to talk to him just about all the cool stuff he's gotten to do since being a part of that, and like
Right.
the cool games and stuff he's gotten to see.
What the transition's like.
Exactly.
Between being a player to being a player analysis.
Exactly. And then number 3, I was trying to think of like comedians. Kevin Hart, I think, would just be so fun to have.
Yeah.
You know, just I want someone that's. I always want a comedian on here because I want someone to just roast all 3 of us.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be so fun to have someone come on here and just go through like pretty much a whole episode of just roasting us.
Just straight
like-
disrespect us.
Yeah, and I'm
Sledge-
down with it. Like
Sledge did when he was cutting that promo,
Oh,
just
yeah.
freaking talking mad shit.
I love it, and I think that would be awesome. So, yeah, definitely a comedian like him. I would like also like Bill Burr. I think Bill Burr would be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, Bill Burr would be cool as fuck. By the way, how did our last podcast we did was with the one man thrill ride, James Abreu. He had a big match that Saturday. I remember talking. Do you know what happened? Did he?
So
did
I
he
believe-
beat Enzo or
I believe he lost,
Okay.
but it was probably one of the better matches that he's had. I will probably watch over half of it,
nice.
and it was.
He kind of hinted to us that he was probably going to lose that match.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean?
big
That was
man,
kinda like-
But here's the thing with wrestling. You know, sometimes when you lose, you win because
Yeah.
of the performance that you do putting over the other person.
Him coming out with the fucking daddy tank top,
Yeah, and
throwing up the shocker. It was just he comes out and he's in a fucking speedo with the daddy thing, and he just goes,
He's our kind of wrestler.
"Oh,
Shout
dude, I
out
love it."
to my exes.
Shout out to my exes. I fucking love it, dude.
Looking like my future ex.
The certified meat missile. Sausage
that
rock.
up?
certified
Oh,
sausage
I
rocket.
said the human. Was it the?
You want an injection of human perfection?
Yeah.
Injection of genetic
Perfection.
I'll
That's
give
what it
you
was.
the injection of genetic perfection.
That's
I
so
was like,
fucking
I fucks with that.
I used that one on Kayla the other day, and she was like, "That was a really good one." I'm like, I didn't come up with it.
Meat missile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one I've been saying forever is nuts to guts, but she doesn't like that one.
That's the guts. I wonder why.
Yeah, she gets a little worried about that one.
Well, I'll go my. So I just kind of did this on the spot, you know. What? We good?
No, I'm just laughing about nuts to guts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I say it, it's
No,
it
it's
makes
funny.
me
It's kind of dangling in the back of my head right now. I'm like,
Dangling.
Not-
That's
not
a
the right-
perfect choice of words
not the right
for
wordage.
nuts.
Not the right wordage.
Oh,
Or was
fuck.
it? Okay. My first person that I would love to have on the podcast would be from the show Psych, and it would be Sean Spencer and Burton Guster, aka Dole Hill, and James Rodriguez.
We don't need to know their names.
And yeah, so
There's
just Sean
and
Spencer
Burton Guster.
and the Big Black Chocolate Chip Cookie. Burton
Dude, he had so many names on that show. I
Burton
fucking love it,
Guster.
dude.
Yeah, I love it. That's my favorite show, basically of all time.
Yeah, that's an
It's
amazing
at least
show.
top 3, probably 1. And yeah, I mean, if you've seen the show, you know how cool that podcast would be.
Oh, they're just so funny.
Yeah.
How just out there and entertaining it would be. I think it would be a blast. Second would be Justin Turner, third baseman for the LA Dodgers.
JT.
You know, Red Turn 2. I think that would be just really
Darth
cool.
Turner.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
Game of Thrones Turner.
oh, is it?
Yeah, yep, he's sporting the black. But yeah, so I think that would be awesome. He does a lot of things for charities.
Especially locally, he does the 17
Yeah.
Strong charity.
17 Strong Charity around here for Ryan Teixeira, right, in memory of him, which is awesome. I mean, say less, you know.
Say less.
Third would be Marshawn Lynch. He's my
Yeah,
like,
beast mode for
like
sure.
MJD is to Aaron. He is my favorite football player of all time. I love the way he runs. I love the way he handles himself on and off the field.
Take care of your chicken.
And how crazy
Hey.
would that podcast
Oh my,
be?
first off, I don't think I'd understand half the shit he'd say
Yeah,
to
dude.
us.
He's such a good, just a good person. You
Yeah.
know, you
Oh.
know.
When we were in Vegas, did you see that Beast Mode store?
Yeah, I did.
It was
actually.
right by that like Prohibition
Yeah.
bar. Yeah,
I gotta do.
I almost.
Did you go in that Prohibition bar?
No.
Oh, we did. We went
You
there
did?
twice. That place is sick.
Was it like? Did you have to go through a trap door or something?
We went
or
through
was
like
it kinda
a
themed?
bookcase.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a
That's
bookcase, and you go
Don't they
inside.
have one like around here, like in
Yeah,
Slow
in
or
Paso.
something?
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. I went to that. I did go to
Yeah.
that one time. Yeah, I remember Charlie's bachelor party. Went to that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Honorable mention, Shaq. I just thought I'd throw that out there because
Diesel.
he is. I mean, he's
That would be sick.
the man. He's done so much things in his career, and you see him all on NBA TNT with Chuck and Kenny the Jet. And Ernie
That
Johnson.
right there is like head and shoulders above any other pregame show,
Yeah.
postgame show. Like that is by far the best.
Yes.
Hearing because it's like you know, I love listening to Chuck, but then whenever Shaq gets pissed off, he goes, "Shut up, you bum! You got no rings.
Yeah.
I got all you got, and I passed you up 5 years ago." Like then he's just ripping them, and I'm like, I love it.
It's
dude.
just so offbeat.
Yeah,
And it's,
and they can really say what they want. That's what I love
can.
about it. On the TV, they can actually say like, "No, that dude's a bum,"
Yeah.
and like not get in trouble for it. You know?
you know, I watched the history of that show, you know, and TNT or, you know, the producers were like, we want you to be you. Don't try to be something you're not, because the show's not going to work. And with our vision is you guys being yourselves, talk a little shit, have fun. You guys are all good friends, but you do talk shit, and that's what good friends do.
Yeah.
Non-stop talking shit. So, I mean, yeah, so that was my honorable
that's
mention,
good,
because I
that's
think
good.
that would be
like your
cool. Joe.
So, my number one would have to be Florida Georgia Line. That's my all-time favorite band. Gok, yeah.
Doc 3000.
Just, I would love to have them on just to hear both of their upbringings, their stories.
The Gok.
Yeah, all that stuff. Number two would be Granger Smith. Granger Smith, he has a podcast that he does. Comes out.
He's a yee guy, right?
He's
That
the
guy?
yee guy.
Earl,
Yeah.
Earl
Yeah,
Dibbles.
Earl Dibbles Jr.
I've been watching him since way before I even knew he sang country. So
Yeah. He was awesome. He performed at the Fremont Theater a couple years back. It was such a cool performance.
What songs does he sing? I don't. I'm sure I know him, but I don't know.
Backroad Song, If the Boot Fits, Holler.
really good songs, yeah.
Okay.
There's his new CD. It just came out. There's a couple good songs on there. But
Plus
yeah.
his YouTube.
Yeah, he has
if you just
YouTube.
like type in Earl Dibbles Jr.,
Yeah.
he has funny like skits
Oh,
and stuff
that's what's
like
up.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely something that's funny as hell.
I wake up in the morning. I
He's
put
on-
a dip in.
First thing I do, put a dip in, crack a cold one. it's pretty good.
Shoot the stick.
Get it together, Joe.
Get together.
I remember my first podcast.
Damn, dude. Silence, yeah.
God. All right. Who's number three?
Number three, because you took Tim Tebow away from me.
That's my boy.
I'm gonna go. Number three. Who would I want to interview?
I thought Buster Posey would be on.
So
your list.
I was thinking Buster
far.
Posey, but then I was thinking of like more so like giants from when I was younger. And one giant really sticks out to me when I was younger because he was the reason why I chose number 6 in high school, and that was JT Snow.
JT Snow. I
JT
thought
Snow.
Jeff Kent.
I like
Right
that.
here.
JT Snow's cool, man.
That's cool.
He is probably one of my favorite giants. I would love to have him, and I've actually tried to reach out to him, but he's not on Instagram. I don't think.
If I could have any Giants player on, it would be Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah, that would. Be
And I
fun.
would wear a fucking Max
Max
Muncy
Muncy
jersey.
jersey.
I'll go buy one strictly for
I'd
that
go
podcast.
buy one, get one out of the ocean.
Dude, yeah.
So you would have to save us on that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you
So
better believe it. We would bring that heat fucking right away.
I thought he was going to say Jeff Kent. I was just a guess.
Jeff Kent was good,
But,
too.
I'm glad you didn't pick Barry Bonds because I don't think
No.
that'd be a very good podcast.
And you
It'd
know,
be cool to have him on, obviously, but I don't know how much
JT
we'd
Snow.
Yeah.
He was. I think
We'd be the
he
ones
still,
that he broke the steroids thing to.
get out of him.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, I did it, guys.
He still works with NBC Bay Area, and he still does stuff with the Giants. Sometimes he'll announce.
Like
I
who,
almost
JT?
thought JT Snow, yeah. Him or almost thought of like Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence.
Hunter
would be
Pence.
freaking awesome.
But we'd have to have him on, and I'd have to dress up like Joe Pesci from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Is it Joe Pesci? No.
yeah, Joe
Yeah,
Pesci.
Joe
'cause
Pesci
he's
from Home
Hunter
Alone.
Pence looks
Because
like
Hunter
Marv.
Pence is Marv.
Yeah,
Hunter Pence is so Marv from Home Alone, dude.
I like Hunter Pence. He's a wild dude.
He's got the weirdest fucking swing and a warm up swing I've ever seen in my life. But homeboy gets it done. I mean, I like Hunter Pence.
He's retired now, right?
he is retired.
I remember when he went to you guys. Right before that, he was rumored to come to the Dodgers. They said he was going to come to the Dodgers, and then you guys did what we did to the Padres and fucking snaked him.
Yeah.
You know? So
But yeah, so speaking of all this baseball talk, let's kind of transition into some sports because there's been some crazy things going on really this past month.
dude,
MLB trade deadline was absolutely bonkers.
Cubs got rid of everybody on their team.
Yeah.
That's worth the shit.
Cubs and Nationals pretty much sold their whole freaking team.
But they
Nationals too. Nationals just got Turner and
Scherzer, Trey Turner.
that's it, right?
I don't know.
They
but
sold they got rid of. I think they made another trade. They got rid of other people, but
Okay.
But I tell you, that's the way to do it because they weren't winning with them.
Yeah.
And maybe once their contract was going to expire, they weren't going to get nothing in return for these players, these stars,
the
as you
NL
will.
West,
But
man, really, really freaking ramped it up.
Oh, yeah.
And was like all three of the teams that are in go mode right now all said, okay, fuck it, we got to do it.
Yeah.
Dodgers got Scherzer and Trey Turner. Chris Bryant went from the Cubs to the Giants, which is a great pickup for them. And then
the Padres got
so the
Adam Frazier from the Pirates.
they were supposed to get Scherzer,
Yeah.
and then we said fuck y'all and got Scherzer and Turner, and that's a big pickup
we
for us.
we also got Danny Duffy from the
Yeah,
Royals.
local
and
boy.
He is a local. That would be another guy to get on.
That'd
the
be a
pod.
great guy to get on the podcast.
And so he went to Cabrillo High School, and I think
Did he? I thought he went to Lompoc.
He
Went to Cabrillo?
went to Cabrillo.
Oh, okay.
Like pretty sure.
Shit, this whole time I've been saying to everyone he went to Lompoc.
Yeah, Cabrillo.
From Lompoc,
And I
same
remember
shit.
Yeah.
Don't say that over there.
I think we were freshmen. He was a senior.
I remember hearing about him though for sure.
He's been a lifelong Royal, Kansas City Royal, and he's had a pretty damn successful career.
Won a World Series with them.
Yeah, won a World Series.
Went to another one.
And I think he was real close to winning the Cy Young one year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was he really?
Yeah, he had a really good year.
I think
at
he
least
finished
one of
like
the years.
third or fourth. in
Really?
voting, Yeah.
I didn't know he was that good.
Yeah.
he did pretty good. And then
I thought he was a reliever most of the time.
No.
No, he's starter.
Oh.
He might have relieved a little bit, but he was for
Okay.
the most part starter. We also today got Cole Hamels from the
Which
saw that,
I
yeah.
saw was kind of weird, but I guess good for
Just
rotation.
trying to-
just
Well, I
to
saw
have-
that he was like working out with teams before the trade deadline or working out for teams. So I figured that somebody would pick him up.
Yeah, I think he was somewhat a Brave, Atlanta Brave or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Last team I remember him on was the Rangers. I don't know where he went after that.
Oh yeah,
but
that's when the Rangers were making their World Series runs.
trying
And
to.
he was on the Phillies, I think.
He won the MVP with the Phillies.
Yeah, that's
The,
right.
Yeah, he was so good with
World
the Phillies.
Series MVP, I think, or
Yeah.
the
Something.
season MVP.
The year they beat the Rays, did he get World Series MVP?
I think so.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So we also had the Mets getting Javi Baez and Trevor
Yes.
Williams. That was huge for our boy Jeff and for the Mets in general. We had the Blue Jays getting Jose Barrios from the Twins. White Sox getting Craig Kimbrell. That's a mouthful to say.
This fucking guy.
Yeah. So just a lot of insane different things. A's picked up Jan Gomes and Josh Harrison. Yankees picking up
Oh my
Anthony
God.
Rizzo and Joey Gallo.
Two
and Andrew
huge bats.
Heaney.
Well, it's because they needed left-handed batting because
Yeah.
their left-handers were batting 128. 128 batting average before they got Gallo and Anthony Rizzo.
Did you see all the Cubs players homered in their first games with their new team?
Yeah, Baez.
That's pretty crazy.
Rizzo and Bryant. Yeah, that's
That's a pretty weird stat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's why I love baseball, dude. Like, there's so many different intricate stats like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
a
was
lot.
pretty crazy.
I mean, baseball's about numbers, so there's a lot. Yeah,
Definitely.
I didn't know that basketball's trade deadline and baseball's trade deadline were so close to each other.
This year, it's because of the shortened season. Everything got pushed
Yeah,
back.
you're right.
Usually, the NBA trade deadline is like 2 months ahead, or like a month ahead of time.
Okay.
Or
okay.
you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
the free agency. That's what it is.
I was
the free
like,
agency.
damn, because there's so many deals
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah, like
for
big
basketball.
time, dude.
I mean, the Lakers average. I mean, they got, we won't get too crazy into the basketball one because
Yeah.
save it for next week. But regardless, everyone knows this anyway. But Lakers acquired Carmelo Anthony. They acquired help me here out here
Malik
Russell
Monk.
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, Malik Monk, Carmelo Anthony, Kendrick Nunn, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard.
Our average age on the Lakers is
60.
legitimately like 38.
They said bye to the bald eagle, and I was kind of disappointed.
They
but-
did not. Bald Eagle said
He
bye to
signed
him.
a big contract.
The Bald
Yeah,
Eagle
with
said
the
bye,
Bulls.
bye to
We
him.
should. I'm happy we did not sign him to that big
Yeah.
contract.
Well, we could. Yeah.
Like it was just when we could have gone over the cap and tried to
Yeah.
sign him and do all that. But it's one of those things like he's good and all. I love his energy and all that. But I think Malik Monk and Kendrick Nunn can give us the same energy, and
Oh, absolutely.
and they're getting like the minimum.
I'm excited for the Bulls. Chicago Bulls been
Yes.
making waves.
They'll be good.
They're if all else, they're going to be a fun team to watch. And they know that the West is the East is so weak that they just got to get a couple players together.
I don't know,
And
man.
then
The East is not that the top. There's good 4 or 5 teams there now.
There's a lot of questions.
I don't know. I mean, Philly. I think Philly's legit. Oh, maybe.
That's it. Philly's always a huge question.
But okay, you got the Bucks. Bucks are legit.
They're
Nets are
literally a
legit.
question mark. Their logo should be a question mark.
Who?
Philly.
Oh yeah, Bucks and then Nets are legit. The Heat, dude, getting Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
That's a big pickup for
Well,
them.
as of now, but still, they ain't the West.
Atlanta
they put
re-signing-
together. What I'm saying is, put together some respectable players and put together a team. You can make a deep playoff run because who knows? Question mark about the Brooklyn Nets. Who knows? Who knows what their mental state's going to be? I
Yeah.
mean, something could pop off and Kyrie could get all butthurt and decide to sit out for a month or two.
I'm really interested to see the Hawks
yeah,
Yeah, Atlanta re-signed Trey
love
Young.
it.
and John Collins. They signed
Yeah.
both the
The
big contracts.
Knicks.
The
Yeah,
Knicks. Did you hear they got Kemba today?
yeah, they got Kemba.
That's a big pickup for them, man.
So I mean, what I'm saying is, yes, the East is going to be competitive. How competitive we'll see, but they did get better.
It's better. It's better than
did
it's
get
been the
be- it-
last 6 years.
It's better today than it has been the last 6 years, like you
Yeah.
said. Yeah. So yeah, teams to watch: the Bulls, the Heat. Obviously, the Bucks and the Nets are going to be there.
Yeah.
Philly, who knows what the Ben Simmons thing is going to be? We can't really comment on them.
I
too
wonder
much
where
right
he's
now.
going to go. Really,
Yeah, I don't know.
because I mean, I don't. I think he's done in Philly.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Oh, he's got to be done in Philly. They're shopping him.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to get rid of him. They do. Time's over.
Yeah, I agree.
They need to get someone. I mean, I think they're going to be way improved. They get rid of him. They get a trade, and they get some people who could shoot and and kind of pass the same.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, no one's really going to pass like him, but they could get some good players for the price of him. So,
Yeah, I agree.
and I think I think they would have already been to a championship if they didn't have him. So,
Yeah,
not won one, but I think they would have been to one. Right?
yeah, I agree.
It's all
So
hearsay, but I think that's pretty.
there's also been, training camps and stuff starting up for football, which is cool. I saw a video the other day of Trey Lance throwing like a 60-yard freaking bomb,
Yep.
deep bomb. I'm like, oh man, he looks so good.
Well, you hear what John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are saying. They're pumping up their two quarterbacks. Because they're trying to sell Garoppolo.
Yeah.
So they're not going to say he looks like shit.
Yeah.
When they're trying to trade.
Well, and honestly, he needs to start the season.
and I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I think they even said it's something crazy is going to have to happen for.
Yeah,
for
that's
Trey
the
to
right
start.
call. And if they go like 1-4 in the first 5 games or 0-5,
I doubt that with that team, bro. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but our schedule is
I don't give a shit.
They
You
go
guys have
5-0.
a very good team.
They go 5-0.
very well.
You need to get a running back.
that.
I don't know, and receivers. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
you need running backs because your whole platoon of running backs last year, if my memory serves me correct, they were injured.
Yeah,
And they're like all gone, aren't they?
yeah, I think so.
So who's your running back?
Like
Do
I think
know?
you have Mostert, right?
I think
That's
we
it.
still have Mostert, and
And
that's
he
it.
would be-
He's always
and
hurt.
He's hurt. He's fast, but he's hurt.
That trade fucked.
Oh,
him this year.
the other Trey from Ohio State.
Sermon. That's
Trey
actually
Sermon's,
that's
yeah.
right. That's not
That's
a bad
a
pick. That's a good
that's
pick.
Trey Sermon is a beast.
Yeah.
Take it from me, Sooner fan. He was Oklahoma Sooner for 3 years. Went to Ohio 2 years. Went to Ohio State. We all know he did it up over there.
Yeah.
I missed him. He's a good player, really good player.
His last
he
like
just got
3
hurt a
games
couple
at Ohio
times.
State was crazy.
He just got hurt a couple times at OU, and at OU, at these big time college programs. I mean, there's always a 5-star or 4-star athlete in the waiting. So you get injured. I mean, your time could be coming to an end, and it might be time to transfer, especially now.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, who is a wide receiver? I mean, George Kittle's a question mark. He just got
Debo.
off a bad injury.
Debo,
Samuel.
IU.
Who's a good slot, but he's not a number one receiver to go. He's not gonna send him deep, and he's not
not
gonna
all
jump
the
over
time,
dudes
yeah.
and catch people or catch the ball.
Did Julio Jones? Yeah, Julio Jones signed already, didn't he?
No, he got traded to the Titans.
Titans. That's right. Okay.
Right.
I heard we were in the running for that for a while, but yeah,
That would have
Titans
been huge for you.
I know.
To get someone like Julio.
That would have been big, for sure.
But yeah, so other than football is kind of just barely on the
Jags,
horizon.
baby.
I love it. We are now
I
are
can't
going to
wait.
be the last. We're going to have football for every weekend
I
until
know.
February.
Thank God.
We got tomorrow. I mean, it's a way too early preseason game, but it's football nonetheless.
Two teams hit
Steelers
each other.
Cowboys Hall of Fame game. Canton,
Oh,
Ohio.
really?
God,
tomorrow.
I hate both teams. I hope a bunch of people get
But
hurt.
yeah, I agree. Well, it's going to be people that don't really matter in the scheme of things.
well,
But yes, you're right.
no, I'm
Yes.
saying, like,
you're
hopefully
wearing
Big
the
Ben-
jersey, get hurt.
Hopefully, Big Ben's on the sideline and he gets like taken out by a dude getting tackled out of bounds or something.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
That's terrible.
You know what's funny, dude?
Fuck Big Ben.
Brian Garcia keeps getting calls from the Houston Rockets. Yeah, to come in and try out. And dude, I looked the phone number. It's from the
Houston.
their stadium.
There's some Mexican kid
stadium.
in like L.A. named Brian Garcia that's like, where's my fucking invite?
It's
I'm so
literally.
good."
I looked up the number and it says from the what's their place called? It's like where the Houston Rockets play the games. It's from their
Toyota Center.
Yes, I knew it was something easy. Toyota Center, and we were all laughing. I mean, obviously we're not serious
Yeah.
about this, but I'm like, damn. I was like, because hey Brian, this
gotta
is
try out,
such
bro.
and such from the Houston Rockets. We're still wondering if you'd want to come in and. I was like, dude, he's gotten it like 3-4 times.
Bro,
and,
book
like,
a flight.
I know.
Absolutely.
I'd
Why
call
not?
it
Book a
that.
flight.
I'll
Fuck it.
try it out. So that was kind of funny. We were laughing about, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm about to make a comeback. Put Garcia in, coach." I mean, honestly though, he
Little
might
Timo
be an
Cruz.
improvement for the Rockets.
Little Timo Cruz there.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So
Hey,
shit.
speaking of football, so I just got invited right now.
That's
This last week, I'm going to be going to Eagles and Raiders in Vegas.
so jealous.
So that's going to be sick. I was just, like I said, we were just in Vegas, and my hotel, we were staying at the Luxor. And so we were like staying in the rooms, like facing away from the strip, but right in my view was Allegiant Stadium. I was like, that's pretty sick.
Beautiful
you know?
place.
So I'm excited because I'm going to be going there 2 nights in a row. We're going to watch the college game the night before, and then we're going to watch the Raider game. And I'm excited. That'll be a fun game. And then like 4 weeks after that, I'm going to the Jags and Rams in SoFi.
Yeah.
So that should be sick. I'm pretty excited to watch those 2 games.
Hell yeah.
Okay, speaking of Allegiant Stadium, I just watched the Gold Cup final, Mexico
Oh, yeah.
USA.
Yeah.
What an electric atmosphere it
Oh, my
was at
God.
Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
117th minute, bro.
117th minute from a set piece. USA's been struggling the whole tournament from set pieces. Beautiful header. With
Joe,
our
you don't get to
young-
smile and talk about this.
Our young.
I'm just laughing.
This U.S. team was very young. Some call it the B team, but I'm just gonna say this team has been working pretty good, and we have a good, bright future for U.S. soccer.
I mean,
right
really,
now.
dude. Like we've been winning a lot of games,
yeah.
and we still got
We had-
Pulisic and Reyna who hadn't.
We missed the Olympics. We missed the last World Cup, which hurt very bad.
I think it lit a fire though.
But it did lit a fire, and it kind of switched the mentality of what the U.S. Federation should be.
Alexei Lawless fucking laid into
Yeah.
them, dude.
Well, it's embarrassing.
I agree.
There's no way
We're the
we should-
U.S.
yeah.
Dude, there's no way we shouldn't
Yeah.
be
I
in
mean,
the World
and
Cup.
all else, I don't expect to be the best damn team, but I expect to be
To make it,
To compete.
we should be in there over like Aruba or whoever the fuck made it
all right.
instead of us.
So Mexico put out one of their most experienced rosters because I heard that, which I thought was pretty crazy because their manager was on the hot seat, and I looked at his record, or they showed his record, and it was 23-3-3, 23 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, and I was like, damn, that he's on the hot seat with that record. But USA won with super young team. They didn't have really any of their stars. For example, Christian Pulisic or their head
Gio
goaltender,
Reyna.
because they're trying to get them ready for World Cup qualifying, which I agree. So I mean,
yeah. Well,
I mean, the
I
Gold
agree
Cup,
because
the Gold
you-
Cup is cool, but making it to the World Cup is
Well, I agree with you
Yeah.
because we got, we still won, and all those guys got great experience. All those younger guys.
it was a win-win.
Yeah, completely. That
Win-win.
was because I mean, if you make it to the Gold Cup final with that team, I mean, even if we had lost to Mexico, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It would have been like okay, like they played their best team and we played our B team, and You know,
Yeah.
but to actually go out and win that game, because I don't actually watch the game, but I watched like the 15-minute highlight video of it. Dude, we had some freaking chances. There was one off the post that the guy made. Like, dude, it was a great game. There was a lot of great shots on the goal by both teams.
So, here's the thing, USA weathered the storm, which Mexico's always going to be on the attack. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They weathered the storm. Mexico had a lot of great chances. Outshot US 2-1, I'm sure. And we had our chances too. The USA had their chances too. Didn't make it obviously until extra time in the 117th minute. But we made it and we won. So
I will say a
hell
lot
of
of
a
the
set piece.
a lot of the shots on goal by Mexico too were a bunch of limp dick shots.
Yeah,
Like they were like
It's
you
true.
know like they had a couple really nice ones, but like I'm sure that you can count some of the ones but that was as a shot on goal. But it was like fucking shit shot.
I also watched the semifinal to play the USA Mexico Canada, and that was one hell of a game.
Canada actually has a pretty decent soccer team.
they have pretty good athletics. now.
They're on the up and up for sure.
They got
Canada
mad amount
is.
of guys in the NBA.
Yeah, they do. Not to mention their women's soccer just beat our national team.
Yeah.
Which they've always had a pretty good women's soccer program from what I've known.
Dude, our team could not fucking score.
Our
in the
women's
Olympics.
team is super old.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
they need to get some younger blood
I'm
in
sure
there.
they will. I'm sure they'll get it. There's no
But-
shortage of women's soccer players in the U.S.
Right.
I won't be bummed to see Rapinoe not playing anymore.
True that.
Yeah, but what I was
So-
saying about the Mexico Canada game, it was a crazy good game, and at the end they fought for like 10 minutes, like a brawl, on the
Oh,
street,
really?
on the field, yeah, like 10 minutes, and there was how there's 90 minutes in the game with like a couple minutes extra time,
Yeah.
stoppage time. Shit went to like 101 minutes stoppage time because for 7 minutes altogether. Like originally 7 minutes, which is unheard of.
That's a long stoppage
And
time,
then
dude.
they started fighting for like 5 minutes.
What was
on
the
field,
score in
taking
that
each other
stoppage time?
down.
Was it tied?
0-0.
Oh, okay.
Mexico scored in the 99th minute.
Okay. So that's why there was
With
such
no-
long
with
stoppage
no
time
extra
because
time,
they had. I got you. Okay.
So I would say just great sports going on right now. And
agree.
also congrats. We haven't really been on since. Congrats to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, straight up. I thought for sure
Yeah.
that they were going to lose that series after
Yeah.
going down 2-0 and looking honestly just not looking like the better team. And then they just got big.
I thought it could be a sweep.
I thought it might have been
And
honestly.
because if we don't, a lot of people don't remember this now, but in the conference finals, Giannis hyperextended his knee.
I
and
thought he tore it, dude.
He was questionable for the finals. For him to come and average 38 points a game,
And drop a 50 burger in the clincher?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
legendary performance. That's how legends are made. He is now cemented forever.
Oh yeah, he's now I think right now with just his
Yeah.
his thing, he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's
You know what I
definitely
mean?
he's a 2-time MVP, a Finals MVP,
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive Player of the Year, and an NBA champion.
And he's got most improved on his docket
And
too.
so, and not to mention what he's done in the international game.
And the big knock on him was always he can't close a game and he can't
Yeah.
do it in the playoffs. He was a great dude. Watching that finals,
Yeah.
Oh my god! And you know one thing I
player.
didn't realize until after I realized it about 3 or 4 days ago. The Phoenix Suns had the luckiest run to the NBA Finals I've ever seen in my life. Anthony Davis gets hurt, Jamal Murray gets hurt, Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. I'm sorry, but I don't think they win any of those series if all those guys are healthy. Maybe Denver. I think they could beat Denver. But if Anthony Davis stays healthy, they weren't going to beat us.
Yeah. Well, Phoenix ain't going anywhere. They're going to be a tough team regardless. Yeah. The good run by Phoenix. I enjoyed it. They're a fun team to watch.
This was this was Chris Paul's chance.
But I feel like the last few years, teams that have made a run, there people are always using the excuse that, they got lucky. You know what I mean? Like the last few teams.
Well, but like no one's ever had the three best players on the three teams they
I mean,
played.
you're not
all
wrong.
hurt.
You're not wrong.
That's where I'm like, okay, like if it was just AD and they played a healthy Nuggets and a healthy Clippers team and beat them, okay. But to have the pretty much arguably the best player in each team go down in each series, it's like come
luck.
come on, bro.
It's luck.
Well, so
Yeah. So
moving on to
we have also going on. It's just been crazy, and it's hard to kind of keep up because there's so much of it. Is the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've been kind of all over the place watching the Olympics. Shout out to Sierra Highland, Mexico, Team Mexico softball pitcher. I think Mexico won the bronze. Team Mexico did. I think USA won. I don't know if USA won gold or silver, but they played in the final
What,
game.
softball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Sierra Highland?
She's a Cal Poly alumni. She's probably
She
one
played
of
on Mexico.
She played on Team Mexico.
Cool. That's
So
dope.
That's what's up.
she's a Cal Poly alumni, probably hands down the best pitcher to go through Cal Poly. I think she holds like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 records or some shit. But
Shit.
phenomenal player from back home. And then shout out to Richard Torres Jr., who should be competing for the gold
The
either
boxer.
tonight, tomorrow. The boxer. He is from Tulare. So shout out, went to Mission Oak. You got the whole town rooting for you, dude. That's all
Hell
I see
yeah,
on
dude, that's
social
sick,
media.
dude.
Everybody, like the Ag Center sign says, shout out Richard Torres. Like, dude's a freaking great boxer. So hopefully,
If he gets the gold, dude, he's gonna have the key to the fucking city.
oh, I
dude.
know.
Yeah.
That's hopefully
so
we could
cool.
try to get him on the podcast after everything's all said and done.
That'd be cool.
But it's just been nice, man. Like I've been watching. Like I was at the gym the other day. I was watching synchronized swimming, and I'm like, dude, this is phenomenal. Like just the amount of athleticism
Yeah.
that it takes to do that. Like I tell you right now, my fat ass couldn't do that.
No,
For sure.
I could tread water for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it. The egg beater.
Yeah.
The Olympics has been fun to watch. I've been watching it here and there because this cable I have every single Olympic station,
Right.
which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Me and the girls, it's kind of fun. They finally have gotten interested in some sports because it's USA.
Yeah.
Right.
We watched girls volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
for
Hell
like
yeah.
a little while, and the girls were loving it. Then we watched some tennis, and it's so funny. Sora's like, "Why does she scream every time she hits it?" And I'm like, "That's just tennis. Well, that's women's tennis."
So, also, they've introduced some new sports into the Olympics this year. And shout out to skateboarding. man.
Skateboarding's
The
fun to watch,
final was tonight at 5. It was cool to watch that. And then they had 3-on-3 basketball,
Yeah,
which is cool. And I forget what other ones they've had, but
Wrestling, they brought wrestling back.
good,
right?
that never should have left.
Yeah, that should have stayed.
it's been fun watching Luka Doncic and
Yeah.
fucking Slovenia go undefeated for a country of what? How much? It was like
I don't know.
2 million or something like that. Like, it was not a lot of
Probably a little
people.
more than that, but
No,
not much more.
It was
Yeah.
actually like right at like
Yeah.
2 million, and it said for them to have and get in the Olympics was crazy, and then for them to actually, I think they're in the semis right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're playing France, right?
They're going to play France.
Yeah.
Luka is 17-0 with Slovenia.
Dude.
Him and Goran Dragic, and
Well, Goran's not on this team.
no, I thought
His brother Zoran is.
Oh, okay.
Zoran is playing. I know
Okay.
because I was looking at
I
the
saw
roster
it at the
too.
bottom.
I know.
A bottom screen. It was like Zoran had like 30 something points the
I know.
other day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then this dude named Toby. Says his last name Toby. I don't know his first name, but. It's Team Slovenia. I didn't do too much research except
Yeah.
Luka. So so it's gonna be hard. You go Team USA. They're playing in the semifinals.
Who do we have?
Australia.
KD.
Australia beat us a couple months ago.
Yeah,
KD.
all-time leading scorer in
Oh, we have
USA
We have a ton of people. We
basketball
have
history.
Katie, Damian Lillard.
Our team, yeah.
Draymond,
Devin Booker.
Devin
right?
Booker, Chris
Chris
Middleton,
Middleton.
Drew Holiday. Bunch. We just lack size.
Bam
And
Adebayo.
We rely on the shot, the 3-point a little too much.
Jason
so if
Tatum.
we go cold, and the other team is dominating on the inside. That's our weakness.
Here's the thing, right? Especially with these sports, and I'm going to say this. This applies for the World Baseball Classic as well. So if the actual players played for Team USA, like all these stud players, like Steph Curry, and like
Bro,
every
are you kidding?
one of these players.
Did you just hear the team that he just named?
They
But,
have,
like,
Well, no, I know
Dude.
that, but I mean,
Literally, our bench is better than any starting five in the fucking.
listen.
in the
Yes.
Right.
Like we have the best team
The-
by far.
but
These old- go ahead.
for instances like the World Baseball Classic, where it's your kind of B players, not so much every A player.
Yeah.
If we had guys that play like that, nobody would be able to compete with us.
Well, no one should be able to. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe Puerto
but
Rico.
here's the thing. All right. Here's
You're
the
on
thing.
baseball.
And I know I know you're referring to LeBron and all these other dudes.
Right,
on there.
right.
Listen, they've won countless gold medals. They've won
Yeah.
countless
They've had
world
their time.
champions. It's time. I mean, and dude, they just
Kind of like a passing.
they've
of
had
the torch,
basically two,
like,
Literally,
they
yeah.
basically
come
had
in.
2 seasons and a short amount of time, and give him a fucking break. And
We have an
it's
NBA
time-
All-Star
it's-
team as our
it is-
fucking.
It is time. It is time for new blood to carry the torch. We don't need LeBron on every single team. We don't need Steph. They're just coming off of injuries.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like, what the hell? It's like Damian Lillard. You can replace Damian Lillard with Steph Curry anytime you want.
Yeah.
Right.
KD with LeBron anytime you want.
There was one guy. We have Keldon Johnson. I don't know who the fuck he is.
I don't know
but
these little jerk offs online fucking talking shit about LeBron and about there for not representing the USA. Go fuck yourself. Like, we have plenty of people to
no, my thing
to
is
do
like,
that.
why does he have to? He already did it. What, 2 or 3 times? I think.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
won like
And,
3 or 4 gold medals.
Well, my thing is like you've already played 2 or 3 times. Dude's like 36. He's just got done playing like back-to-back seasons, long seasons. Who gives a shit? Let him like we have. If we were running out a team of college guys, I'd be like, yo, y'all need to play. Like let's win a goddamn
Absolutely.
goal. But we're running out all stars.
yeah.
Right.
I literally think the one player on our team who's not really an all star might be that Keldon Johnson dude. But everyone else on the team,
Yeah.
they're all great
It's
players.
solid.
And
Zach LaVine is on. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, it's an amazing
we're
team.
so good.
And if your argument is he makes $30 million a year, count your own wallet.
Yeah.
Maybe if you spent less time counting LeBron's wallet and more time counting yours, you'd be in a better financial state. you
Well, that's
pussy.
just depressing if you. Fuck yeah. That's just
Well,
depressing.
dude,
if you try
I'm
to count his
fucking
wallet.
sick of it. It's like, dude, like LeBron and them, they've done their time. They've put a lot for the USA. They've put a lot for charities. They've done a lot for their towns and everything. Give them a break, man. They don't need to represent the USA. They represent the USA in their own way. They don't need to run out the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we've said,
We don't have scrubs on the court.
He's won the Olympics. He's already done it a few times. Like,
few.
what does he owe to anybody?
Yeah, he doesn't know
Fucking nothing, dude.
Nothing.
It's just a bunch of people who want to troll because
No,
they don't like
They
LeBron.
got nothing better to do. They're on Facebook, keyboard warriors. You little dorky little four-eyed guy.
You know what you guys can do? You guys can lick balls.
Legma. Hey, did they get a hold of you? Who? These nuts.
Both.
Yeah, I just answered my own joke. What are you gonna do? It's my podcast.
Okay, so let's
Okay, that's enough. I'm getting tired.
let's finish this out. What sport or event should be in the Olympics that's not? So a sport or event that could be in the Olympics that's not.
I had to give this much thought, but beer pong.
Beer pong. would
That
be
was
fun.
just so fun to watch.
I'm totally like kidding, but not because that'd be cool.
It's like Beer Fest.
Yeah, 110%. Actually, that's what I'm going with because yes, you just brought up Beer Fest.
if they did a beer fest style drinking thing, fuck yeah, bro.
That'd be badass.
Because then you could have a bunch of really fucking overweight fat dudes representing
just
our country,
freaking-
and you'd be like,
yeah,
"Bro,
yeah.
Speaking of that, well, these guys aren't overweight and fat, but they don't look the part. The USA men's curling team.
oh my god, yeah."
They look like a bunch of dads away for the weekend, escaping the family, dude. And they won gold last time. I don't know what they did this year, but the last Olympics they
Oh,
won
it's the
gold.
Winter Olympics.
Yeah, you're right.
You
You're
fucking
right.
idiot.
Yeah.
Fuck up. Smack you on
So
camera.
I gave
Do
this
curling
actually.
on sand.
I'm surprised they don't have something like that, dude.
I gave this a lot of thought, and I was thinking
Really?
because poker is really worldwide, I think it would be cool.
It has to be athletic.
Huh?
It's not athletic.
It's not athletic at all.
It's not athletic. It's an event, though.
No, bro. You don't have to have any.
We have the World Series of poker,
Yeah.
but okay.
I mean, like
poker's
you
what
could
you
have
pick?
like a Team USA, like a Team Japan, Team whatever. People playing.
It's usually individual sport or individual
Yeah.
events.
True. Okay, so let me think of another one.
Okay. Yeah. Back to the drawing board on that one.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to think about it. I was gonna say baseball, but I guess baseball is in
Baseball
the
is.
It's
Olympics.
there. Yeah, we're.
So
Should have like a
you just never hear about it.
We
so
just beat
whatever.
the Dominican Republic too. So
should have like a rock paper scissors. Gold medal. It's like
Fucking
ESPN.
It's like Vegas
video show.
Vacation, dude. Like,
Seriously,
you know, Vegas Vacation when Chevy Chase goes into that one random casino on the strip and they're playing like Where's the Rock?
Yeah.
Like the cup game and then like rock, paper, scissors or heads and tails. Like all the weird events. Yeah, Aaron, what'd you pick? Aaron? Oh, you didn't
I don't-
pick yet. Oh.
I was gonna say cornhole, but I don't.
Cornhole. That would be good.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I'm cool with that.
Maybe cornhole. I can't think of really any sports that I would like that I can think of that aren't in the
You
Olympics.
can't
already.
say football because that is a national sport.
Well,
not
yeah,
not
like
international.
if we did football, there'd be like 3 countries that could compete with, like that could try to compete, and then
and that would be sad.
yeah, and we would absolutely demolish
They'd all
any
be
of them.
kickers and shit on those.
Like one wide receiver.
Janikowski, my boy, Janikowski. Hey, I saw a guy wearing a Janikowski jersey the other day, and it looked like the same place I got it, but it had a K.
It had a K. Yeah,
And I made sure I was like looking back. I was all, it has a K.
dude, I'll never forget that. Kenny got this jersey for Christmas from his parents, and he like was all excited, and he's like, "Bro, come check my jersey out." And I was like, "All right." So like I went over to the house and I'm looking at it, and like I like waited till we got in the room into his room, and I was like, "Bro, you're missing a K in Janikowski." He's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Look at the look at the fucking thing."
You're like, something's off. Yeah. And I told you, I was like, dude, I glanced and I thought something was off for a quick second, but I was like stoked that like I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, and then he's all fuck. And then I think didn't they get Uncle Fred the same one?
Yeah.
and
yeah,
it was
yeah,
Janikowski.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some bootleg shit. That's whatever, dude. So did you think of one yet?
Dodgeball would be cool.
Fuck yeah, that's a good one.
I fucks with it.
I would love to see dodgeball in the Olympics.
Cornhole, dodgeball, beer pong. Do it.
Yeah,
Let
so
me
we're
talk
like
to
barbecue fucking.
Yeah.
Anyone from the Olympic
Kickball?
committee?
Kickball would be
Kickball would be
sick.
cool.
Kickball would
With
be
a,
fun.
Flossball.
with a keg on second base.
Flushball.
With a keg on second base.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Yeah.
I think we just need to make a garage gang Olympics and like
Yeah.
let's just do this around
Dude,
here.
we could
down.
totally do that.
I think we should do it.
Totally do that.
You're hearing it first. We're gonna try to do something. like
GG
that.
Olympics, Garage Gang.
Winner gets like a high
Bragging
five.
rights. Slap on the ass.
Well, boys, this has been a fun episode. It was cool to get in the garage again, get the camera rolling, get the ideas flowing, kind of catch up on what we've been doing. There's been a lot of stuff, sports going on currently. Got to kind of touch base with that. I'm going to a Rise Against concert.
Oh,
August
yeah,
17th.
they're coming to
Nina
That's what's up.
Robles.
Nina Robles.
Nice,
The
dude.
Descendants. Me, Mike Nichols, Larry, and Dominic. So
That's dope.
I think Larry and Dominic. They're
We-
for sure me and Mike.
Next week we got Coach John Smith from Cal Poly. He's gonna come on the pod, talk about kind of what they've got going
Yeah.
on, what the upcoming season is gonna be. We're real excited to have him in the garage this time because last time we had him, we had to do it over Skype or Zoom.
Yeah, we did it over
Did it
Zoom.
over Zoom. So that'll be cool. So if there's anything that you guys want to ask him, write it in the comments of this
Absolutely.
video. Let us know. But yeah, we're excited to have him on. And like I said at the beginning of the pod, we had our month off. We're gonna kind of start ramping this thing back up, trying to get some interviews out. And we're gonna start trying to do some other media too. We got some stuff that we're planning on, so that'll be fun.
Also, to piggyback off what Aaron said, if you guys got any ideas on who you would like to see on the podcast that we could try and get,
Try to link us up with people.
Straight up, dude.
I mean, yeah, dude, for sure. We could, like All the Smoke. We should do like All the Smoke, with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes at the end. They do who would you like to see on our pod?
Yeah.
Or possibly you can hook us up with.
Yeah.
We should do that with our guests sometimes.
Absolutely.
That would be cool.
Absolutely.
Like a little thing at the
We'll
end.
definitely do it next week.
Yeah. Well, he still has to hook us up with Shannon Brown, right?
Smush Parker.
Smush, sorry.
Smush Parker. I would really like Shannon Brown. It'd be cool.
Well,
that block
I'm
is
just
the
saying,
greatest
yeah.
block ever.
All
But-
right, so you
yeah.
can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. As of right now, most of our videos recently have been going on YouTube. We are going to change back and upload everything back to Facebook. Just kind of tried that experiment. Didn't work as well as we thought. So
But yeah, so just be expecting a little bit of a data dump on Facebook of
Yes.
our most recent episodes.
Yep.
At least the last couple. Few.
yes.
Um,
And then audio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff.
yeah.
Follow
And,
us, rate us, check us out.
We love a lot. We love all our supporters. By the way, I get outpouring of support every time. Like I walk around, it's like it's just people are like, hey man, you still do the pod? Like, who's coming on next? I mean, I love that. And-
I gotta say, it is pretty cool to have some friends come up to you and be like, "Hey, dude, I saw your podcast. That was cool." And I'm like, "Wait, you actually watch our podcast?"
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like that's fucking cool to think about.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
sure.
So thanks,
We
guys.
appreciate all the support, fam.
And criticisms, we'll take those too.
You can go fuck yourself.
We'll take
them.
them. We'll take them, and we'll do them. But we might tell you "f you." But no, I'm just kidding. We'll take those.
I'll tell you, but
We're all good.
we'll still do it.
All right, guys. Well, that's all for
That's
today.
it.
Till next week. Until next time. GG's out.